I'm here in Madiba Lodge in Sehlanyane National Park to check out the adventure activities while Palisa indulges in the luxuries of the 5-star lodge.
As far as premium accommodation goes, Madiba Mountain Lodge is endowed with both picturesque scenery and breathtaking quality of the rooms and cuisine. It's a paradise away from home.
Thanks, Chochi. A wise man described Lesotho as a sacred experience that feeds one's soul and inspires life. That's how I feel at the magnificent Madiba Mountain Lodge. My name is Palisa and you're watching Discover Lesotho. If you googled Madiba Mountain Lodge, your search will probably return you a host of web pages and many customers singing their praises. I don't want you to imagine it, so let's check it out. Tell us about Madiba Lodge.
Well, Madiba Lodge, it means the place of water. In English, it's Madiba Lodge, and then in Sesotho, which is the local language, it is Madiba Lodge. It is the only 5-star lodge in Lesotho. We have 6 rooms, 1 honeymoon suite, and then 5 other rooms, which is a full, with all 3 meals included. We also have a self-catering unit, which is 4 rooms, and can accommodate to 8 people in 1 room. Of the lodge, 75% of the staff helped build the lodge, and it's an Afro-Asian style to bring African and Asian together. We imported most of from the interior decor from Bali, and then the exterior we tried to fit in within the natural environment by having earthy colours and just sticking to the environment. The lodge is the only 5-star lodge in Lesotho. It's very unique, and it is because it's so high up in the mountains. It makes it totally unique and different.
Who comes here?
Well, we have a variety of international and local guests. We have people from South Africa and people from overseas, and then we also have the local Lesotho people coming to the lodge, and even the King of Lesotho came to visit us for the Easter weekend.
And what are the comments of your guests?
Well, they compliment about the food and also the singing in the evenings, and they say that they like, in the winter, the snow, and they comment about the hiking trails and the horses and so forth.
Andrew, tell me about the meal you'll be serving me.
The Madiba trout was served with the almond croquette and hollandaise. We try to use all the ingredients from our local environment, and we usually have our trout coming through from one of the farms this side here. So it's important to try to use what's local and what's more organic.
How long does it take to prepare?
There's a lot of prep involved, but just from kitchen to plate, about 10 minutes.
And what's so special about the meal?
I think being that the trout and the sea, fresh water from the river over here, I think because we use everything what's organic and everything what's from the surrounding areas.
With all the food, accommodation, entertainment and scenery at the Madiba Mountain Lodge, a tour of the Sehlanyane Nature Reserve on board a Lesotho pony is a must.
Tell us about Sehlanyane National Park.
The name of this park, Sehlanyane, is named after the village, because our village down there is called the Sehlanyane community. So the park is about 5,600 hectares, so it's very big. It have some plants like the bamboos, the natural medicines, that's the plants or the roots that we can that we can grow to make our traditional medicines, and we have the big trees like the chichi. The chichi trees. It's a big tree, but in some places we regard it as a bush, but here we regard it as a tree. So it's full of fauna and flora, plants, many beautiful flowers in here, and the beautiful trees, plants and medicine is very rich. Now I'm guiding you to the black pool.
So where is the black pool now?
The black pool is about 3.2 kilometers away from now. So we are going to get there. We are calling them the black pools because of this rock. As you see the rocks here, the rock in the water seems like black, so that's why we call it the black pool. And it's deep to 2.5 meters deep.
Where is this water coming from?
This water is coming from the sources at the mountains there, because we have a lot of springs and the sources, so the water is coming from the sources there to here. And it's refreshing, it's full of minerals. That's why we can drink it. It's drinkable, it's easy to drink, it's not harmful like other waters because it's right from the sources.
Because of the high altitude, the water is clean, fresh and free of impurities.
We saw some animals when you came here. Tell us about those animals.
Those animals are the eland. They are from South Africa. We derive them from South Africa. The plan for the park management is bring the animals that can feed on grass only, that are not harmful or dangerous to the people, that we think they were here maybe 100 or some 200 or 100 years ago.
What else can we do here? I understand you have a pony tracks.
We have the nice pony tracks whereby you can ride the horses on. We have, at the lodge there, we have about 3 horses. We call them the Lesotho mountain ponies because they can climb up the mountains. It's very easy to them. Except the ponies, we have the village tour. We can guide the guests to the villages there to see how Lesotho live like, how is the lifestyle of Lesotho. What I think is exciting is these mountains, because these mountains looks like very beautiful, particularly in the rainy season, because it looks like as if it's dry, because there are many waterfalls inside this park, and its water is very pure and refreshingly, particularly in summer, because in summer it's warm to about 20 degrees Celsius, so it's nice to swim, and the volume of water at that time is very high, so we can swim easily.
The unique experience about coming to Madiba Lodge was that by its name, Madiba, basically means deep into the water. Now, it was so natural seeing the whole water, and it was so beautiful. The view was so spectacular, and that's what I think it's so much unique about Madiba Lodge. The hike was so okay and very nice, but especially because the guide was able to tell me about the history and everything, or rather the activities that were happening, or rather the activities that happen here in Madiba Lodge, and that was exciting as well. But hey, the hike was very long. That's why I think it was so better to actually ride a horse. So really, people can get excited here, and that's exactly what I think my country is. It's got very adventurous places.
Now, isn't that a view to die for? Coming here to Madiba Lodge, to Madiba Mountain Lodge, shows us that Lesotho has got a world-class place, one of those beautiful places. If I were to rate everything here, I would give it a 10 out of 10. From the food to the decor, everything was just wonderful.
One can even indulge in stargazing on a clear night.
I had the most beautiful time here. And look at this, what a way to end up a beautiful day, hey? And the African skies, man, it's like a dream come true.
The Basotho are gifted with the ability to create magic with their hands. TY Handicrafts is one of the organizations that create memorable handicrafts that reside in many homes of tourists.
The production line brings together the creativity, experience, skills, and heart of a group of local women. The detail and precision of the designs is inspired by a colorful heritage of making craft enjoyed by the world.
Tell us about the weaving organization.
The Basotho Women Weavers Association is made up of 6 groups, and it's Hadwa Musumusadi, Hilambasadi, Elelambasadi, the River Craft Center, and Sitati Weavers. And I come in as a marketer for the groups, and the organization that markets the groups is called Abelanang Basotho, which means let's share. So we are sharing our knowledge for work and our knowledge for the market. And we work in a way that we sit down and we do products, we do product development, we see the color trends, and we go on to the markets, to the exhibitions, and marketing through any kind of media.
What are the materials used for weaving?
Our main raw material is mohair. Raw mohair and top mohair. Top mohair is the one that's processed by a machine, but raw mohair is the one we get straight from the farmers, local farmers, and then we work it all the way to the final product. We take it from the farmer, we take out the unwanted material out of it, and then we comb it, we tease it, we spin it, we wash, we dye, and then we take it to the wall where we make our final product. And then we have wool, which we also take from the farmers through the same process, and then we do the product as well.
All the work here is done by hand, and the training comes with a lot of dedication and passion from the workers, which makes the work amazing.
It is this passion that ensures that when hung on the wall, each piece continuously conveys the message from Lesotho with love.
What kind of products do you produce?
The products we have are the wall hangings, which are called tapestries. We have rugs, we have scarves, we have other form of decor items, from cushion covers to decorative items, and we have souvenirs, like small items, and we also have a lot of felt items which are easy for tourists, like backpackers. We get a lot of backpackers here, so they are light in weight and they can just put them in their bags and then go off. But we have a lot of products, and we do custom made orders, like from our technique. You can tell us what you want and we do it. So it's the technique combined with what the market wants.
And how do tourists react towards your products?
They're usually surprised and happy. Like some don't believe we can tell a story through a product. Like our tapestries, they tell a story. They're even called by the stories. We have the gatherings, we have the new baby born, and to see a person being drawn by materials, not by hand painting or by drawing in the form of a hand. People are usually surprised and happy, and some don't understand why it's expensive when they see it in the market. But when they come here and see how intense it is to make one, that's when they realize the beauty and the value of the product. So most tourists are happy to be here and to see as the picture unfolds and it becomes a complete thing.
How do you feel about tourism and empowerment?
Most of our products are loved by tourists. So whoever comes to Lesotho would want to buy something special to remind them of where they've been and to show people back home what they have. And we feel happy when we see people coming in, and it helps us grow our businesses. Like the women here, they work here and they don't usually go out. So tourists coming in and buying, that means going back home and having something to eat for that day and sending kids to school and having medical assistance in the form of money.
Madiba, when tourists leave Tiwai Handicrafts, what benefits do they leave with you as workers?
Ha ba hahlaudi ba ile ba fihla e ba ile ba reka ka mokgwa o nepahetseng re fumana hore re reke thepa e re kgona hore re nyolle mosebetsi ona wa rona le ho fumana meputso e bang re fumana hore re etsa meputso eo re ya isa malapeng re lo fumana ditlhoko tse bang ka ditlhoka ka malapa isa le bana ba rona dikolong.
Now I know where I'm gonna buy my hats and my scarves. What I think of initiatives like this that empower women is that the fact that these women are probably not educated and providing for their families is very hard, as we know that we need to be educated basically to bring in money. So this is very important to them and to my experience as well. The quality of work that I've seen, I think it's spectacular. It's very different from what we used to. Normally we go to exhibitions where they have paintings or some sort of sculptures and everything. So weaving is very different from what I know, and I'm sure a lot of people would love to see what I have seen and experience what I have experienced, basically. And it was my first time to see how wool is put together. I always wondered how they did it. As a person, I think it's about time that we put our products out in the market internationally and nationally, because I know there's a lot of people who don't know what's happening around them. So I think it's such a great initiative that needs to be put out there so that these people as well can benefit not only from the local market and also they should benefit from the international market. Proudly perched on a hill on the outskirts of Maseru stands one of Lesotho's most valuable assets. The Lesotho Sun Hotel and Casino is a complex clad with warm sandstone. It is a symbol of tranquility, serenity, and hospitality.
Lesotho Sun is one of the Mountain Kingdom's oldest and most renowned establishments in Southern Africa. It is a complete entertainment hub with a variety of restaurants that specialize in different cuisines from many countries around the world. Of course, the main attractions are the accommodation and the casino.
Martin, please tell us about the history of Lesotho Sun.
The hotel was opened in 1979 by Her Majesty the Queen, and at that point it was a Hilton hotel, but Sun International took the hotel over in recent years. We have a total of 158 rooms, including 2 presidential suites, which are very popular and used by many dignitaries that we get from overseas.
Tell us about the business market of the hotel.
Basically, our business market is threefold. We have business travel, a lot of businessmen who come through from South Africa. We also have a lot of leisure coming through, and we also do quite a bit of corporate conference business, which we get from largely the SADC market.
The presidential suite comes with its perks. Look at the view. Tell us more about the refurbishment.
Mapule, we've had a wonderful, exciting time the last few months. We've done a 140 million Maluti upgrade, which included the rooms, conference venues and the casino. We have actually changed to a totally coinless operation in the casino, and this is something which is actually a first for Lesotho. The conference rooms are also getting a lot more attention now as well, and we are drawing more market from that.
Lesotho Sun is an icon of Maseru. Why?
Well, Lesotho Sun is definitely the place to be. It draws a lot of our punters from across the border as well, and ultimately it is the place to be seen in Maseru.
Lesotho does have world-class accommodation. From where we've been, the presidential suite here at Lesotho Sun, it has one of the most beautiful views ever. You can see basically most of Maseru. The sunset is amazing. The staff is very warm. They're very warm basically, and they're very accommodating as well. So Lesotho has world-class accommodation, and that's one thing for sure.
We are slowly developing the product and trying to put together the attractions of this country, and also developing accommodation, which has been a challenge for a long time because we did not have investors wanting to take a risk in investing in the country. But now the picture is changing. There are more people coming in to invest in hotels, including our own people, Basotho, who have realized that tourism has the potential and therefore are investing their money in tourism. Apart from that, we have a small bed and breakfast. One can mention the Black Swan, which is one of the most beautiful bed and breakfasts you can find here around Maseru if you don't want to stay in the big hotels. Lesotho has a lot of attractions, like skiing, for instance, which for sub-Saharan Africa is quite unique. People do not realize that Lesotho has 4 distinct seasons, but when Europe has their summer, we have our winter here. Therefore, we have now discovered that we can market skiing as one of the main attractions. Another issue is pony trekking. Pony trekking is one of our main attractions, and it has been for a long time. Pony was a Lesotho's 4x4 vehicle for a long time because our ponies could traverse the breadth and length of this country. They are sure-footed and they will take you where you want to go. But now we feel that we can also share our vehicle with the tourists for them to marvel and enjoy the beauty of this country from horseback. The beauty of the mountains. Whenever I travel anywhere in the world, if I don't see a mountain, then I feel lost because I long for our mountainous kingdom. That's what makes us unique, the mountain kingdom, or the kingdom nearest to heaven. That's what makes us what we are.
Lesotho, real people, real mountains, real culture.
Whether it's the Tsehlangane National Park or one of the displays at the TY Handicrafts, there is something for everybody. Catch us, the Discover Lesotho team, on Facebook for more of our journey. And once again, from Mapule, is Khotso Pula Nala.